Welcome back to Let's Play AM2R. We're gonna see what's going on over here. And I'm sure it's gonna be great. Little runts are back. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you come down here where I can shoot you. You're not gonna. Did I really need to kill him? Was he doing so much to be so bad? Oh, there's an option in this game. God dang it. I actually didn't look at the options in this game until, like, way super late. But, there are a lot of interesting things in here. For one, aiming style. You can go with the 2 button, which I prefer, which is like Super Metroid's aiming style, where you have 1 button for aim up and 1 button for aim down. Diagonally. Up, diagonally down. Or you could go with the 0 mission form, which I believe is 1 button you hold, and then you press up or down in order to aim diagonally up or down. I much prefer just having a button to hit, and that's it. No combo buttons for things. Missile select type. Again, you can toggle between 0 mission and Super Metroid. I prefer Super Metroid's format, so I went with that. Classic Morph Ball. I believe this is either you can press a button to morph immediately, or you can press down while ducking to morph. And you can do both. Choose how Spider Ball functions. These are the ones that I really wanted to mention, which I went through the entire game with auto climb turned on, and I am so happy that I turned it off. I'm so happy that I turned it off. Auto climb, I'll just go ahead and turn it on and show you what it does. It does this. If you push up against something that's like knee high and press jump, you just climb on top of it. It is a little bit better because it lets you get in stuff like this. Like this little cavern here, whereas I had to like morph and then bomb to go up in. You can just do that. Whereas otherwise, I have to jump. I hit the wrong button. So now I just jump like normal. I feel like I would prefer have that on only for 2 block heights. Something like this. But I feel like it's not necessary for something like this. Or I should at least be able to like jump and grab onto that or something. I don't know. Kind of an in-between. I would like an in-between. Ooh. This area spans a custom-built ecosystem that favors the growth of Metroids. The terrain itself is dangerous. Tendrils growing along the ground release extremely corrosive chemicals. Opportunistic predators and scavengers can recognize this as an ideal feeding ground, taking advantage of injured or dead animals. The presence of at least 1 Metroid is expected when venturing in these habitats. The tendrils are determined to be of artificial origin. I was completely misreading that sentence. The tendrils are determined to be of artificial origin. Synthesized through technologically advanced methods, they absorb nutrients from dead matter. Which actually means this entire place was artificially created. Presumably to breed Metroids. If you stand in that stuff, it does not hurt immediately, it simply drains your life. Kind of like that. You'll often find very few enemies in here that aren't Metroids. So you can be ready to shoot them immediately. Sup? Come on, you piece of poop. There we go. Come on up. Oh crap, he hit me. Hit me again, but I got him! Okay, so nearly got full life out of that one. They expect you to lose some life, so they give you a lot of poop when you kill them, so it works out. And this area is creepy as all get out. One thing I really like that this game did, and I am not even joking, is they remembered that Metroid's origins are often in horror. Or at least very spooky crap. The original Metroid took a lot of inspiration from the Aliens movies. In fact, it's said every Metroid game has taken inspiration from at least one, of the movies. You jerk. At least one of the Aliens movies. Come on, you piece of crap. There we go. Give me a good hit. Gotcha. There's nothing else back here for us. It's okay, there's only one Metroid left. And this area is a little spooky, but believe me, you haven't seen nothing yet. This area is more unsettling than spooky. Come on, you just booped me. Yeah, try me. Ah, crap. Get off me. They can't grab you anymore, though. Like, honest to goodness, these guys are... I feel like these guys are weaker than the larval form, but I guess they are just newly formed. Oh. Got some rumbling. You may recall the last time we had a rumble like that was due to the lava level lowering, and indeed it has again. And that is exactly where we are going. Actually, it's not. Something else I want to check first. And the bum. There's of course always power-ups that you're not going to be able to get the first time around. And this game does a pretty good job of dotting things around the environment for you to collect later. But there is something in here that I'm pretty sure we can get right now. Dang it. Thought I could make that jump. And if not, then, or if we can't get it right now, then I will simply have made a large fool of myself. I want to know... Yes, there is. Okay, I think this is a pretty decent... God dang it. Okay, I'm gonna chill over here, wait for you to reform. I want to give me that missile. And hey, that's where this is! They're not connected to each other, but this looked suspicious the first time around, and it was a little suspicious. Ah. Okay, so with that said, we can get the crap out of here. We are effectively done in here for now. can save having collected our other missile tank. Saving also refills your life, which is something very nice that they made the game do, because how they handled it in Metroid 2 was a little convoluted and archaic. They gave you save points, so you were actually saving your game at save points, but the save points didn't refill your life or generally do anything useful at all. Instead, what they did was they simply put around the environment... Oh, dang. You know what? I'm gonna save down here. Instead, they simply put around the environment various health and missile recharge points that if you manage to stand over top of, healed you and refilled your life. Good luck finding them or getting to them. It's just really nice to have all that consolidated. You're new. Okay, so, this is your first boss. I'm gonna stand directly under it for that one. Not blue. Do not want to stand directly under it for blue. Purple you do. No, purple you want to more. For longer than that. Blue, stand away from. I got missiles, yo! Gotcha! Man, surprise boss. There are a few surprise bosses. This boss was completely newly added in AM2R, and if you check the log, which I did not do, this sentry deploys spiked barriers and corners targets into its firing range. Its archaic design constrains it to operating at low power, preventing simultaneous use of its shield and mobility systems. Its arsenal consists of energy weapons with unique patterns. The robot was calibrated to detect foreign creatures bearing stolen equipment. Oops. Recent earthquakes seem to have damaged the traction of the unit and spiked barriers. Despite these complications, it remains a considerable threat. So, I like that they put that in, and like, yeah, you explored some Jozo ruins, you stole some crap, and then this thing is like, hey yo, you stole some crap, you can't leave with that, I'm sorry. You can go up there, but I can't. Well, maybe I can. So this game does add a couple new bosses in, things like that, keep it fresh instead of only fighting Metroids the entire game. There are some things, small and large, that were added into this game completely new, but nothing really detracts from the game. Well, poop. I don't know if I can get up there yet. Or can I? Okay, so that's an orange door that we clearly can't do anything about! Pope. So this game does things, small and large, much like that were added in to keep it kind of fresh and to change it up a little bit. I'm not super fond of the surprise boss functionality of a few of them like that, or like this one specifically. But admittedly, this is something that Zero Mission did a fair amount more of, as well as Fusion, I guess. But it is something those games did a little bit more of, doing things like this. So it's still taking inspiration from Metroid and keeping true to Metroid, even keeping something like that in. And admittedly, part of horror games is, part of horror is shock. And you're just running thinking you're perfectly safe, and then suddenly, oh, holy crap! Shoot everything! So I'm not as fond of that, but It is indeed keeping true to Metroid. And you come down here and you can see that the lava has lowered. Which means if we head back here, and we can go down. I mentioned the snappiness, and I think this is how the snappiness works is most apparent, but really I feel like this was just kind of poorly worked panning code. Considering that, like, just running over here and it's like, So, I feel like that could maybe be worked on a little bit, but like, what are you gonna do? Hey, you look interesting. Bombs. I like bombs. So, of note, every one of these blocks, all the little green blocks as well, crumble as soon as you touch them. So you can't even climb up their side. There is a power-up higher up in this room, and... Actually, it says there's a power-up down here. Yeah! There is a power-up higher up in this room, and I could technically get it right now, because you can infinite bomb jump in this game. But I'm not gonna, because that's long and boring. Infinite bomb jumping is just such a great thing. Like, it's just one of those, you know what, you're not supposed to be here, but if you're tenacious enough, we're gonna let you in anyway. Oh, if you want to take a shortcut, for speedrunning, I guess, when you come down here, instead of just going off to the right, this is a missile block. Go get it. I want a missile. Fudge it. So on our way to our next sector, so to say. Hey, it looks like we're just about there. We do have a little bit of cave we're traveling through. And I feel like... Yeah, I feel like you can do something here. Well, I feel like someone could do something here, but that someone is not me. Oh, and it falls when you stand on it, so that's even... crap! That's even better. Infinite bomb jumping! Says lava's looking a little sketchy. Oddly enough, this weird little back and forth where you see the area over here, but you have to go that way and then come back on the bottom of the screen. Exact same thing was done in Metroid 2. Like, I'm not even kidding when I talk about how loyal this game is to Metroid 2. There's some added bonuses here and there, but they nailed this crap. Another feeding chamber that's been fed upon. Holy crap! Man, this guy wasn't messing around. And there's his shell. There was a Metroid there in that room let's just take a look at that. Hydro Station. The massive facility at the center of this reservoir filters and pumps water through enormous pipelines. These pipes come out of the complex and disappear into the surrounding rocks, presumably to supply other buildings further down the cave system with clean water. Though abandoned, most of it remains functional. Robotic activity is detected inside. But yes, in the original Metroid, there was a Metroid there. where we just fought one. I don't believe he was hiding in a rock and he busted out to attack you. Oh. That's great. That's pretty rad. Alright, well, we're nearly nearing the end of the video, but we're going to take a brief look at the hydro station here. Man, without a decent beam that can aim down, these guys need some kind of wide beam, some kind of spazer laser. So until next time, everyone, when we start venturing into the hydro station.